What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Zone Life.
And Katie, apparently I'm not eating watermelon right now.
Well, don't start complaining this early in the morning. Nobody wants to hear you chewing on a watermelon while they're watching this video. Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida. This city was named after Talla and Passy. Talla and Passy were two passive aggressive. Oh, she crashed! She crashed! Oh my gosh!
Make sure she's alright.
You gotta hit that lever down there. You gotta be careful on that thing right there. You can sue somebody for that. That girl ran. She gonna get back on it. I wouldn't get back on that thing. She already flew to that thing. What on earth are you? They got. It's one of those little mini scooter things.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that girl just flew off on that mini scooter, and she got back on it. And she got back on it. I'll tell you, the stuff you see here, this is like the most like millennial looking place I've ever seen. Now, I'm a millennial, but you're not going to catch me on a scooter.
This is just like Auburn.
This is like, no, this is...
No, literally college town, the street names.
Tallahassee, Florida. Like I was saying before, the girl, she got back on it. Like how do you fly? First of all, get your finger off the gas and it'll stop moving. How's that?
She flew off and she was still pressing the gas.
Unbelievable. These people drive cars too. Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, y'all. This is the state capital. Now, a lot of people say Tallahassee, but if you're a local, you know it's pronounced Tallahassee. That's something only the locals know. If you say Tallahassee, the people are instantly gonna know you're not from around here, because you know. Well, it's been a while since we come to Tallahassee. Let's see how it's changed, what it's looking like these days. Lots of construction still going in. It's a very kind of hipsterish type of place. If you're a millennial, you'll probably be very happy here. Starbucks on every street corner. Plenty of white women exercising. It's a very millennial looking type of place.
This is like the most refreshing smoothie I've ever had.
Yeah. I've always said Tallahassee's crap, but I don't know. If you're a young person, you want to live somewhere kind of...
I like that grocery store.
The Publix?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the smallest Publix you ever seen?
Mm-mm.
No?
It's like a Whole Food Publix.
Oh, that's a fancy Publix.
Yeah, that's why I tried to get you to go in and do a video.
Dude, I do not have all day. We're on our way to Texas, maybe? I don't know. Where we're going. We never let them know where we're going. That's the mystery of this YouTube channel. Once you get hooked on where the crap we're going to next, it's just like you have no idea where we're going to be. Is today Friday?
Yeah.
Friday. Thursday? Is it today Thursday? Could be.
Can you let me talk, boy? I want to describe this Publix.
I want to describe this Publix.
They had a coffee shop in there that served coffee, tea, smoothies, kombucha, and wine.
Yo, bro, don't have a little sandwich every day, I said it.
Yeah.
But I'm like a real sandwich.
Yeah, and I could have got a smoothie bowl, but I didn't.
Eso bien hecho, you know, carne, cebolla, mayonesa. It's like a real Cuban sandwich, man. Not a fake Cuban sandwich, a real Cuban sandwich, man. Don't talk over me, it's rude.
Pan con bistec.
Bistec? I love how you say bistec. What is a bistec? I speak Spanglish, man. What is... let me get a bistec. A bistec is like a cross between a bistec and a steak. Yeah, a bistec. I want to get a bistec.
I want a bistro steak.
A bistec. Well, how do you say bistec? Get out of my eyeball, man. How you gonna touch my eyeball while I'm driving?
And weirdly enough, it went onto your eyebrow.
Well, yeah, oh crap.
Flinched.
Well, who the crap? I'm driving, you no warning, you go for my eyeball. What do you think is gonna happen? Of course I'm gonna flinch. Crap is wrong with you?
I was trying to remove an eyelash hair, but you made it stick to your eyebrow.
How would you like it if you're driving and all of a sudden somebody goes for your eyeball? I would be disgruntled, wouldn't you? Now, that's how I would describe it.
How's that go like this?
How's that? Is this a one way? Okay. Talking about one ways. Fort Myers recently liquidated one of their one-ways.
It's like the best thing ever.
It is the most practical. If you manage a city, because we have everything from lawyers, real estate agents to city council. Ew, what the crap was that?
I don't even.
I'm gonna hang out. If you're a state representative, we've even had state representatives. We've had a lot of senators and stuff like that on our show. We've had some interesting people on our channel. If you're one of these powerful government people, and you know you're in city council, I don't know who the crap road works. Get rid of one-ways. Okay. Fort Myers just got rid of a one-way, and it is the most practical thing. You can now drive through Fort Myers if you're heading westbound in a matter of minutes, right through downtown. Before you would need like half an hour. Get rid of one-ways. Who invented? What type of evil person invents a one-way? That's my question. Like, when does here's a road, but you can only go in one direction? How does that even make sense? Reevaluate. We don't drive horse buggies anymore. What the crap? We're not driving horse buggies anymore. This guy's apparently driving a horse buggy. You get close to Alabama, you start to see some interesting things. Once you're in this part of Florida, you're almost in Alabama. Some great cover photo material right here. I'm just gonna follow this guy around. This is some great cover photo. This is some great cover photo material right here. Look how fast they're going too. You're almost to Alabama. Please don't tell me. Okay, the passenger seat is empty. The dog, he's got the dog in the front. They got the dog in the front, but they got you in the back. Now that ain't right.
You can have that front seat.
That ain't right.
You can have that front seat. You don't want a dog.
Oh, I get you, man.
Yeah, the front seat ain't big enough for the both of us.
Oh, it is. The dog can sit up.
Dog.
You don't like dog?
Yeah.
Well, they don't like you. They got you in the back, my man. Oh, they got that dog. They got the dog in the front and the guy in the back. Oh, man. That's just me and my. You're almost to Alabama, man. You're almost to Alabama. You're almost to Alabama out here, man. You're that dang close. You could just. Hey, where can I buy a mullet wig? Call the wig stores and see if I can get a mullet wig.
I don't even think you need to call them.
No, I'm serious. I want to buy a. See if in Dolphin, there's a mullet wig place. I need to buy a mullet wig.
Go to any wig shop and
they'll have it. Really? Okay, because I need to. I can't look like me in Alabama. I have to like cover. I have to hide. I'm like, man, this Mexican looking fella down there looks like Jose, but he's got a dang mullet. I don't think Jose would do something like that. I gotta hide my. Identity there. Get a mullet wig. Actually, if I get a mullet wig, well, I'll pass completely under the radar. I'm seriously gonna buy a mullet wig. When we drive through, if we go back to our neighborhood where we used to live, they're gonna see this car. Like, look at Jose. He think his poop down stinking a brand new Camaro.
Yeah, they don't know the difference between a Camry and a Camaro.
Look at him in his brand new Camaro. Alright, so I don't know where we're going. You might want to just like GPS Dolphin. Oh man, this city's so beautiful. Oh. You know, I want to spend more time in Tallahassee. I've actually, I think Tallahassee might be a great place for us. It's affordable. It's young people like us. You know, it could actually work for us.
I definitely like the grocery store.
Yeah, it's a very yuppity place. It's almost like perfect for someone. Now, I admit this city's not for everybody. It's got its fair. Like, oh, there you catch the girl that I was talking to. Oh, you weren't with me. She was pretending to be from Miami. She's like, oh, I'm from Miami. I was like, oh, what neighborhood? She's like, I'm from Wynwood. I'm like, oh, you grew up in a warehouse. Okay.
Did you say that to her?
Yeah, I didn't say that. Of course I didn't say that, but I mean, I felt like saying that.
Oh, bless her heart.
Yeah, bless her heart, trying to pretend. See, that's the thing about these kids down here. Like, they think it's cool to be from Miami, you know?
What warehouse did you live in? That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you live above a store?
Yeah. She's like, I'm from Wynwood. Like, when she said Wynwood, I was like, you're from Wynwood. You're from a warehouse. Like, I was like, really? What's that like, you know? it's like they think it's cool to be from Miami. Like they don't want to say they're from Alabama, you know? Because the thing about everybody wants to be from Miami now. You know, everybody wants all these young kids. Like they all want to like say they're from. They all want to say they're from like from Miami. Like, they think it's cool. But what they don't realize is we're actually from South Florida, and you're not gonna sit here and tell me you grew up in Wynwood. Like, oh yeah, I grew up in Wynwood. I'm like, oh, what's that like? Oh, it's nice, you know. Like it was just like the most. It's just like way younger than us. Like probably like 18 or something. Like, there's no way you're from Wynwood. Like that's not. That's like saying, oh, I'm from the warehouse district. You know, like, oh really? What's it like living inside a warehouse? You know.
Yeah, because up until a few years ago,
There's
you
nothing
couldn't even go
wrong
in there.
There's no way. I mean, you could. There might be an apartment right outside of like Overtown that's kind of. But back then it was all warehouses. Like now it's more yuppity. That's not a believable story.
Yeah.
Like she kind of had a little bit of a Hispanic look to her, but I'm pretty sure she was probably like mixed. Like half black, half white. There's no way she's really from Miami. But all these kids here, like they're all fake it till you make it. Like they all want to be cool and I guess telling people she's from Miami. I guess she saw that we had a Florida, on their phone number. And I was like, that's the thing about me. You tell me you're from somewhere. Oh, you're from that? What hood, dog? Oh, yeah, you're from that hood. Oh, okay. It just seems like, doesn't that seem like the most generic answer you could have got? You from Miami? Oh, I'm from Miami. Oh, for real? What neighborhood? Oh, I'm from Wynwood. The what? It's like, who would even claim that? Like, if you're really from Miami, if you really like happen to be one apartment complex, I don't know. The story did definitely not check out. And the other girl that was next to her, she's probably from Birmingham. She's like, word, that just sounds like an amazing place to be from. I mean, I've seen Pitbull there. Like that just seems like somebody from Birmingham, Alabama would believe that story. But I'm from South Florida. You ain't gonna probably. You realize I'm actually from there. You're not gonna sit here.
Did not know you could live in a
People
warehouse.
from Miami won't even tell you they're from Miami. How's that? Anyway, first of all, somebody from Miami isn't gonna have inquisitive questions about where you're from. They're not gonna care where you're from.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are you from? Oh, me too. That's like. Okay. But I guess it's cool to be from Miami. Well, it's like, remember when you lived in Montgomery, we'd go to the mall? And the people at the mall would all be like, oh, man, I'm going to Miami. Oh, he's going to Miami. Oh, no, he's going to Miami. Like, Miami is like an incredible thing for people,
Like you hit the lottery type thing.
Yeah. And what's crazy is we could have actually bought a house back when we had our money. It would have never even crossed my mind. When we had our money, we could have bought a house in Hialeah.
Yeah.
Crap, it'd be worth $500,000 right now.
I know.
And we would have sold a house in Hialeah, bought a house in Naples Park, and that'd be worth $1 million. We could have literally, but then it's like, oh yeah, you could have known yesterday's lottery number. You'd be a millionaire. Everybody would be a millionaire if you didn't pass. But imagine if instead of making the moves we had made that move. Bought a house in Hialeah. When it hit Naples price, buy a house in Naples. We're sure going to hang with us.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day here in Tallahassee. What a beautiful morning.
Nice morning.
The smell of ganja here is very strong.
I like that there's trees.
I walked out into the hallway in the hotel. Oh, shut up. I know there's a yellow.
You didn't put on your turn
Oh,
signal?
shut up. It's going to complain about me not using a turn signal. That's why people that drive all these stupid electric cars and stuff and all these little modern... Shut up, I know. No, I'm not using my turn signal. That's why everybody that drives these cars, that's why they're all like in traffic honking a horn. People like, doesn't your car tell you to use your turn signal? Like, no, it doesn't. It's a freaking 84 F350. Like, what do you think is happening inside of this thing? It doesn't even have air conditioner.
I don't even think it has turn signals
Right.
anymore.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why like all these people that drive Teslas and all these cars like this. That's why they're all like honking a horn at people. Like,
Because their car
don't you have
lanes
lane
them.
assist in your vehicle?
No.
Like, no, it doesn't even have power steering. You don't see my arms are like 4 inches wide. adaptive cruise control. I have no idea how to start it, but if I can get it figured out. There we go. So if adaptive cruise control, if a car in front of me, let's say I set it now, I'm going to set it at 75. When I get to the car, so right now it beeps at you if you're not touching the steering wheel. So like right now I'm not touching the steering wheel. Eventually it'll get mad at me. Like, of course I gotta do it now because it's just a turn. But I was driving the car like yesterday, and the steering wheel starts shaking, and then like this like check engine light came on, looking type of thing. I'm like, oh no, my car's broke. And it was like I thought the car had like a check engine light, right? No, it was actually turned out that the car was upset that I wasn't touching the steering wheel. The car's like, no, you need to get your hands on the steering wheel. They have a lot of safety technology in these vehicles.
They're trying to make people better drivers.
Oh, they're trying to make the car practically drive itself.
Yeah.
What a beautiful morning. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Well, anyways, is that a building? That thing is horrendous. Who designed that thing? I don't know if it's the back of a billboard or a building. Look at it. Is it a building?
The building.
Wow, that is horrendous. Who designed that thing? I don't know if it's I thought it was the back of a billboard when I saw my
It's like a lone copper building.
Yeah. That is horrendous. I thought it was the back of a billboard for a minute. Talladega. Hallelujah.
The only sugar I've had in weeks is from fruit.
The only sugar I've had in weeks is like half a pound of sugar and like a pickle leche yesterday.
Yeah, Starbucks.
Well, I mean, I'll get.
Starbucks,
What an
I had
ugly
that
building!
thing, it
That thing is
tasted so
hideous.
sweet.
Who the crap designed that? And then they have 2 towers on top of it.
Can't do sugar too much anymore. Unless it's fruit.
So I could literally buy a mullet wig. I'm sure somewhere in Dothan you can buy a mullet wig.
You don't need a mullet wig.
Oh, come on. Tell me that if you're going to go to Alabama, you're going to buy a mullet wig. You already look like a hick, and you don't need any help, but I could use some help. Can you imagine what the people in our street would say if they saw us in this car? Oh, you think your poop don't pink. And that
Look at her from
look at her looking like her poop don't tank in a brand new Camaro.
in
But,
that Kmart fashion.
Look at her. She thinks her poop don't stink.
Cause she wearing Kmart.
They think their poop don't tank in that brand new Camaro down there. Well, it's like they thought my truck was new. It was a 2004. They're like, well, that thing is brand spanking new. I'm like, well, it's not a 1974, but it's not brand new. Well, they thought our Yukon was a spaceship.
Yeah. And that thing take you to space?
They thought our Yukon was a space. They're like, man, you got hated saints inside of this thing.
It's like a normal accessory.
Man, this thing's a goddamn. One time I gave my neighbor a ride to the gas station because he was walking through the woods, and I'm like, where the crap you going? Come on in, man. And it was like kind of cold, and I had the heated seats on for him. He's like, man, this thing's a goddamn spaceship. I'm like, dude, this thing is a 2008 Yukon. Like, they have cars that can drive themselves now. Now, this thing is a goddamn spaceship down there, Jose. This thing is baller. This thing is boo-wee, Jose. I'm like, dude, it's definitely not boo-wee, buddy. It's a 2008 Yukon. There's much better things out there.
Yeah.
This thing can pretty much goddamn drive itself. I'm like, no, a Tesla drives itself. And then I played some music videos of where I found a music video filmed in Naples with all the skyscrapers and crap. You know, like, not skyscrapers. You know, for them it's like, wow, look at them skyscrapers. It's just a condo by the side of the beach.
Yeah.
He's like, man, look at them skyscrapers down there, man. You're a boss. Oh, I don't even understand why you come to Alabama being from a place like that. I'm like, now that I think about it, you're probably right.
You're probably right. That's why I went back.
Now that I think about it, yeah.
Oh, okay, it's cheap here.
Got that Talladega down there. Alright guys, that's Tallahassee, Florida. Checking out from Talladega.
I'm gonna eat my watermelon now.
Tallahassee.